Hi, everybody. Truth in Advertising. I'm recording this on Friday, October 21st. Is that right? Today, 21st? Yes. No, 23rd. Sorry. I can't even have truth in advertising with myself. uh, Friday, October 23rd. It is a gorgeous day here in Rochester. A lot of people would call it an Indian summer day, but I don't think it is because I don't think we've had any frost yet. And true Indian summer, as they call it. I did ever get that term, probably pejorative. Anyway, is when it's warm and sunny and summer like after you've had a frost, which we've not had. Close, but no cigar. But anyway, I digress. It's a gorgeous day. Probably one of the last I'll be able to sit out here in the yard like this. I'll just give you a quick turnaround here so you can kind of see what it's looking like as it's closing down. We've talked about it over the last few days. This changing scene in the garden. But the thing that caused me to talk with you today is not now, it's the future. I was out on the porch eating lunch a few minutes ago and it dawned on me, I wonder when we'll be able to do this again. I wonder if when it's this warm to be outside again, we will still be in a COVID lockdown. I'm assuming we will. All of a sudden, I'm very depressed about that. I've been pretty good, as you know, this whole time about hanging in there and saying, no, there are gifts for this, and there are, and no, we can make it through it, and we can, and. But today, for some reason, maybe I'm just tired. And I was very hungry. I was kind of hangry, as the girls tell me, when you're hungry and it makes you angry. But then I had lunch, so now I'm feeling a little bit better about that. And you know who is right here, and she seems to be doing pretty well. We got rid of the cone of healing, at least for the time being. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, this whole thing. And it's interesting because this week, one of the readings from the Bible that I was using to preach on came from Numbers, and it's the story about how the Israelites would watch the cloud, and if it would descend on the tent of the tabernacle where the Ten Commandments were being kept, they would know that they were supposed to encamp there, and if the cloud raised, then they knew they were supposed to move and follow the cloud, which reminds us all that we are supposed to pay attention and be flexible and nimble in our faith. And maybe it's because of that I came back and I'm suddenly tired. I'm not feeling nimble. I'm feeling grateful. I'm very grateful. What a summer it's been here with my surgery and recovery, and the girls Carly in particular, having to do her college work from home. And yeah, so I'm breathing. And I know that many of you are too. But think about that. The next time we might be outside could be 6 months from now. That would put it into March. Probably April or May before we get outside very much in Rochester. But the chances are we will still be fighting this disease, that there will be, I would guess by that time there would be some vaccinations, but that not everyone will be able to have them. And then how do we gear up again? And how much do we want to? I think that's a good question for us right now. How much do we want to reclaim of who we used to be? And how much do we want to keep who we have become? I know there are some groups at my church, for instance, that want to keep their group meeting on Zoom as opposed to going back to in person. They like the flexibility. They like being able to be at home. And yeah, where are you in that, I guess, is what I'm getting at. How is this time affecting you? And as you look ahead, what part do you want to reclaim when you can? Maybe it's good that's happening now before the election and before everything else that can stir us up. It gives us a lull to really just think about that for a minute. about the things that we're doing right now. Which things do we want to keep doing? What are the gifts, the good things? What are the things we definitely want to get back to where we were? I don't think there's any getting back to normal. I think that we will be forever changed by this. Kind of like we've had to change how we fly, and deal with TSA and all of that. That's just normative now. I think some of what we're doing now will become normative. Something to think about. You want to know the good news in all this? God is still here. God is still speaking. God is still holding us and loving us, and God will be there in 6 months or 8 months or however many months or years. And God leads and guides us. So we're not alone. We can get through this. We can get through that time. Thanks be to God. All right, I guess that's it for now. Thank you for joining me for this prayerful pause with the pastor out in the beautiful yard. Well, the yard isn't, but beautiful weather. I'm Pastor Deb Swift of South Presbyterian Church of Rochester, New York. The prayerful pause is brought to you as a means to think of something greater than yourself during the day. Let's start the week off with that and hold on to that thought that there are things greater than we are. And God is there to help with all of it. All right, everybody. God bless. Bye for now. Take care.